Hello, cheers, and welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren, and today I am going to be looking at Jontron's Kid Nation. I'm quite excited about this. I keep seeing it pop up, and it just looks fascinating to me. I vaguely remember hearing about this show, like incredibly vaguely. I didn't have cable growing up, and my mom was pretty strict about how much television we could watch regardless. So it just wasn't it just wasn't something that I actually saw or knew much about. And when I was growing up, I mean, like when I was really little, we had like a ticket system, and like each ticket was like half an hour worth of television or 2 for a movie. And we had like 7 for the week. And then as I got older and like started having homework, we were allowed to watch 1 TV show a week. You know, and I usually chose something like House or Bones. For a while I was Lost, you know, like things like that. So it's like, I didn't watch this show. We didn't watch a lot of reality TV at my house, except for American Idol was the only thing. But yeah, so I don't know much about this other than what I vaguely, like they wanted to recreate Lord of the Flies or something, right? Missing the point of that book entirely. Anyway. Let's go. We love Jontron here at Chicago Reacts. And I'm excited to see a deep dive into this show. So, grab your drinks and let's begin.
Hey everyone, before we get into things, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, and that sponsor is Lords Mobile. Not only did they help make this video possible today, but they also are aiding in the fight against the coronavirus by donating over 1.8 million pieces of medical supplies to countries in need. But that's not all. They also want to support you.
Me?
Oh, yes, you. With everything going on in the world today right now.
I feel like every time, like it should just be like a universal drink that every single time that I do the exact same reaction as the person, take a drink.
Lords Mobile and I wanted to try to find a way to help you and give back a bit. So we're doing a $20,000 giveaway. 20 people will be getting $1,000 each. It's super simple. All you've got to do is download the game from the link in the description and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win. You'll also automatically receive a $350 Lords Mobile gift pack after downloading the game. In Lords Mobile, you can play with over 300 million players around the world to form a guild with your friends and take on the world together. Your guild mates are your allies who can send you resources and help you with your building projects. You can also team up together to take down your enemies and defend each other from outside threats. Or if you just want to let off some steam, you can capture, sequester, execute, or even charge ransoms for other players.
Ooh.
The game has a mix of strategy, RPG, MMO, and city building. And if you're a solo player, they have an RPG-style campaign where you'll create your strongest team of 5 heroes to lead your kingdom to glory! Or failure! Sorry, I can't guarantee your victory if you aren't in my guild. My bad. So, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download Lords Mobile from the link in my description to automatically be entered in the $20,000 giveaway. Okay, let's go!
That was cool. I liked that edit.
For you. If it were the year 2007, your name were Jonathan Karsh, and CBS, the primetime family-friendly television network, just gave you a shitload of money to make a reality television show, would you, A, put a bunch of literal children in the middle of the desert in a Lord of the Flies-style situation without adult supervision and force them to survive, or B, congratulations, if you chose A, you're correct. You win shame. Basically, this was a real show somehow.
Did he just say you win shame? I love that. I'm stealing that.
I don't know how they got away with it. It was a real reality television show in 2007 where they took a bunch of young kids of varying ages and put them in the middle of a desert to create a society all on their own. And they filmed it. For real. I swear I'm not making this up. They really did this. And I have no idea how I've never heard of it. I had to experience this, and now, so do you. So prepare yourselves for the impending PR disaster that was Kid Nation.
Okay, so this was, okay, I don't know why I thought this was a cable show, because it's on CBS, but like, I definitely, maybe it was just, maybe it was like, I saw commercials for it or something. 2007. I would have been in high school. So it would have been in my, like, 1 show a week allowance. I don't remember what I was watching in 2007. I think I might have, I don't remember what I was watching in 2007. Huh. I don't know. I really thought that this was, like, an MTV thing, or, like, I thought it was, like, the real world. I don't know why. Okay. I love that they're like going with the holes aesthetic.
Kansas City, New Mexico, or what's left of it anyway. The pioneers who ran this place back in the 1800s ran it into the ground. Lack of leadership and lack of will combined to leave this town completely and totally dead.
Lack of leadership, lack of courage, lack of hydration. They moved to Los Angeles. They're fine now. I'm gonna put kids here. How did they get away? Was there a lawsuit attached to this? I need to look this up. In the synopsis from the Kid Nation wiki here, speaking before an audience of television reviewers, producer Tom Foreman acknowledged that Kid Nation would inevitably share some elements with William Golding's novel, Lord of the Flies. How do you bitch that? Listen, board of directors, I know you've got safety at the forefront of your mind. Inevitably, though, the kids will begin to kill one another to form a dominance hierarchy. If you see, if those are the script, that's the script and this is the production, it's built, you can't not have the fat kid, it's really hard.
Now,
See, the thing is, though, like with Lord of the Flies, like things like that have happened in real life. And the kids in question did not go all Lord of the Flies. And the whole point was that, like, you know, the reason that they did that was because of their like entitled middle class sort of British upbringing. Like the whole point of that book was to like shine a light about how the parents at the time, like, this is how you're raising your children. Like it was supposed to be a cautionary tale of like teach them empathy. Like at least that's like kind of what I vaguely remember. It was like, that was the point. It's like, because it's happened in real life. Like children crash landed on a island and they did create a fairly like established, they were fine. Like they were okay on the island. They got rescued. They all were like besties. Like they were okay. Like Lord of the Flies, similarly to like it doesn't really happen. Like it's not inevitable unless it's coerced, essentially.
40 new pioneers will try to fix their forefathers' mistakes and build a town that works.
Kids are better than adults, is what I'm saying.
It won't be easy. Pioneer living is tough. And the amazing part is, these pioneers are children.
I love this freaking epic helicopter shot. I like it was like, yes, that's correct. As I'm speaking to you now, 40 children are barreling towards me at a speed that is not legal in most of the lower 48 states.
That's right. The oldest just turned 15. The youngest is 8 and a half.
He got that one just looking at a picture of their family. That's the last you'll ever see. You're gonna be forgetting mommy's face.
Well, they told him to look at that picture of the family.
Every kind of kid imaginable. City kids, country kids, rich, poor,
and even the rarest kind of kid of all, missing.
I'm not gonna be with my parents. There's no adults, and I think I'm gonna die out here because there's nothing.
He's got a lock on it.
All right, Jimmy.
The youngest. Clearly, kids are smarter than we give them credit for.
Here's what I'm afraid about. If I catch a bad disease or I break a leg, literally.
She's gonna be the winner. The attitude? She's got an attitude.
She's like,
Good
whatever.
Good attitude, though.
40 kids with no parents, no teachers anywhere. And their leaders, they're kids too.
Everyone's kids. The cameramen, kids. The producers, kids. The medic, that's 3 kids. We thought that was too hard for 1 kid. Split it among 3.
It's the first ever Kid Nation.
That's right. We're seriously dropping kids off to fend for themselves in the genuine middle of nowhere.
Oh my God.
That's the buzzer that'll
Oh my
eat your
God.
dehydrated corpse if you don't work hard enough at the game.
The cinematography in this show is hilarious.
Get the fuck up! What are you waiting for? You think I got time for this? You know who I am? I gotta get on a plane to somewhere real.
Hey everybody, gather up, pack it in. I'm Jonathan, nice to meet you guys.
They don't feel the same way, Jonathan. They don't feel the same way. And by the way, how dare you use such a name? Sneeze, but that's not gonna stop me from saying what I need to say.
Just think about something else really quick. I was told think about a bald man, so when I have to sneeze, I think about Vin Diesel. It works like 90% of the time, and then it goes away.
It's the worst when you can't sneeze.
So how are you guys feeling?
Scared.
Well, say goodbye to that school bus.
How's everybody feeling? Oh, scared? Well, good news. Have a look at the tail end of your only possible way out of here. It's gone.
And say hello to the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that was cute. They all turned around and waved.
Sorry you didn't get, like, Fear Factor.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah. It's just setting in. I don't know, whatever I got myself. I mean, my parents got me into. Are the parents liable here? Because I think the parents are liable here. Because I don't think, like, an 8-year-old is just like, Mommy, can you send me out into a desert with Jonathan Karsh? I don't think the 8-year-old takes most of the steps. I think some of it's on the parents there.
Bonanza City is just a few miles that way, and you're going to be there for the next 40 days. But don't worry, you've got each other. You've also got 4 leaders. And they were chosen because they represent all of you in age, geography, everything.
Are you trying?
Those are the two things, age and geography. Those are the two things that people need to be a solid leader. They need to relate to you in age and geography. They're close to you in age and also zip code.
Excuse me, I didn't get the 3 who they represent age, geography, everything.
They're your town council, and I think I hear them coming right now.
Oh no.
This is Mike.
Hey,
I came from a helicopter, came from the sky.
I think I'm a good leader because I have respect for other people's ideas.
Unlike the rest of these freaks.
And this is Taylor, a gung-ho pageant queen.
If I can make this a better world, I'd bring world peace to Africa with all the orphans, especially to Iraq, and that'd be the #1 place that needs world peace.
That's beautiful, Taylor.
Africa and Iraq. I love that there it is, that pageant queen stuff. She's watched a lot of Miss America.
And you can get right on that after you finish bringing running water to this town of 40 literal infants.
This is Anjay, a genius spelling bee champ.
3 adults I know have done a good job. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay, 3 of the only good adults, all of them wanted the British to stop ruling their country.
And this is Laurel, a respected student leader.
I really believe in my own true beliefs, and no one's gonna make me think otherwise.
Wow. Politicians.
When I saw those 4 kids, I was like, oh no, this is all gonna fall apart.
What? Is this the right people, or are they just getting right back on the helicopter?
I mean, I'm looking at them coming down, and I'm thinking, frankly, my biggest problem here is just that they're unelected, and also that they're children.
Yeah, they were chosen for the children, but not by the children, which is, you'd think that you'd want the council, get the council from those 40 kids who choose it themselves, Like, if you really have, like, a random pioneer situation like this, you wouldn't have just some outsider interlopers coming in. They are trying to make this an allegory or, like, an analog. You got the 4 people who were outsiders, the settlers coming in to the people who knew that they were there already. This is going to end in smallpox blankets, y'all.
Behind me are wagons filled with 40 days worth of frontier supplies. You guys are going to grab a wagon and get started. It's a long hike.
Yep, me too, honey.
In Jesus' name.
And that's just the beginning. The next 40 days will be hard.
This is hard for a 7-foot-tall Norman Viking. You're about that big.
If you just can't handle all of this, well, there's going to be a town hall meeting in a few days where any one of you can decide to give up and go home.
Whoa.
If any of you wants to be a little bitch
Yeah, right?
on national television in front of all your peers, well, don't worry, you could do that in 5 days from now.
It's entirely up to you, okay?
There are no correlating factors relating to your decision, it is 100% up to you. Do you understand?
Council, 2 things you need to remember. First, after you get to town and settle in, go to the chapel where you'll find an old book that'll give you a lot more information about what to do.
Is it the Bible? Like, he's gonna send them out for a Bible?
It's called the Holy Bible.
Okay.
God damn it, you guys are gonna need it. Huh. Smart guy, that god.
Second, there's something I want to show you. It's a good idea to get to know the kids in your town because every few days, you're going to give one of them one of these. It's a
Wow.
trophy for the top kid in town.
Okay, I don't care what it is. Can you keep it out of my eyes, please?
Because Bonanza City was based on mining, this 2-pound star is worth its weight in
Or
$20,000.
no. As if these kids have an understanding of what $20,000 was.
Yeah,
What's
right.
that worth? Like 50, 60, 70 Snickers bars?
Promise me you can't tell anybody about this.
I'm not talking about the star. I'm talking about...
So this is how they're trying to, I love that expression that he's making. This is how they're going to try and get that Lord of the Flies competition thing going on. You know, you had the conch shell in Lord of the Flies, you know, whoever has that's the leader. So they're going to get this like fancy star and all of the kids are going to covet the star and then, I don't know, push the person with the star down a cliff. What happened in that book? It's been a long time. They killed Piggy, right? It's been a long time since I read that book in like freshman year of high school. It was a long time ago. Oh my God, that was so long ago.
this. Okay, please. Don't tell anybody about this. I can get
Let's cause some dissension in the ranks.
Train, okay?
You don't want your top military guards to be decapitated, heads on pikes around the Bastille, okay? You don't want that. La resistance! Okay, you don't want any of that, okay? You don't want
Mop.
that to happen.
I don't think it's too much fun living in the old days. I told you that would happen. Really, no fun.
He really doesn't look like he's having a good time, like, for real.
Tough work,
Yeah.
but it has to be done.
Hey, it ain't easy pulling carts of plastic Tupperware and chicken eggs and shit, but somebody's gotta do it, okay? That's strong enough.
There's nothing here. It just looks like there was something, but now it's gone. This place is dead, and we need to bring it back to life. I felt sort of weird because I thought that maybe there would be adults.
You can't script that. You can't make that up. That kid is the proof. That kid's a legitimate proof this actually happened.
Yet that they lied.
In a kid's world, there's no President Bush. There's nothing.
Homegirl, you should be talking about Jeb. Now, if Jeb were here, this would be a fixed up town.
Are we supposed to live here? It's in disarray.
It's in disarray.
Oh, hey, I think there's some... Okay, that's just scorpions, I think. There's like a big snake in there, too. It's just scorpions and a snake, guys.
Well, when we first started planning for dinner, I realized that a lot of us haven't done anything.
Does screwdriver beat, like, can of corn? If I put a hole in my friend, does he stop? Does he, like, slow down?
We need some water. Guys, where's the water?
I can't believe they don't have a single Boy Scout. Like, not a single one. Did they, like, weed out all of the Boy Scouts? Because this, like, the kind of thing does seem like right up a Boy Scout camping trips out. Like, you know, you got a Boy Scout or two in here. Because, I mean, look, I not to knock Girl Scouts, except for I'm going to knock Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts sucked. As somebody who did a little bit of Girl Scouts, and my brother was a Boy Scout. But it's like, they learned how to do some of this stuff. Like, that was like a whole, like, badge that you could do. Was like wilderness survival. Like, learning how to make lean-tos and, like, that was like a whole, like, week that they did. You know? Get a Boy Scout.
Water? How do you get water if you don't have water? How do you get water if you don't have water? Just hit the ground. Just...
Wow.
Taylor, what's wrong? I just like missing home, and I just miss my own bed, and like getting to eat protein, like in meats and all.
I just miss those, like, base amino acids that my cells need to survive. I don't know, I just wish they would have, like, at least left a couple Flintstone gummies or something.
I don't know if I'm gonna be at the meeting or not. Why? Today has been the worst day in 3 years.
What exactly happened?
Yeah, what happened 3
3
years ago?
Jared? What happened?
Yeah, what happened to you 3 years ago?
See any food? No
we say 1 pancake apiece, you need to take 1 pancake apiece. Some people didn't get pancakes. I didn't get any pancakes.
This is the second day. Why are we arguing already like this?
Okay, you guys, listen up. This is to prove that kids of all age groups like you guys can actually take control, get organized, and that you can actually work together.
Yeah, right?
You guys actually need to listen to your leaders because, yes, okay, they've made a few mistakes. This is the second day. There's gonna be mistakes, okay? But you guys really need to think of your job and you need to take control of it. And after we do that, we'll just become a working machine.
Each of us will be
Wow.
in a big machine, an empty machine, but it's gonna have to be that way, or else we'll all starve.
And we'll just work out a lot better.
Michael, he did it! Our king is it great?
Here's the book.
A pioneer journal.
You know, there's Bonanza City, 1885. If you're reading this, then you've made it to Bonanza City. We couldn't make this town work, but maybe you can build a better Bonanza and a better world.
Oh, on the second page, there's just a picture of a bunch of skeletons. Weird.
If you want your town to work better than ours, best divide your groups into 4 equal districts: blue, red, green, and yellow.
You gotta split that sucker up into blue, green, yellow, and the other color. That's
So I love that, like, it's like they're trying to make, it's like, oh, well, if you want to work, but it's like, why didn't you do that then? If this is going to work so great. Again, more division. They're like constantly, like, they're just trying to make them hate each other. Like, this is, again, something they do in, like, psych classes and stuff all the time, where, like, they, just to prove a point, essentially. It's like the more you divide your core group, the worse things tend to get. Like just like, you know, you have your, oh, well, we're the this group, and, you know, it's like it instills some kind of community loyalty, but also a lot of the times it also starts creating, everyone feels like they're the best one, and like it's like I don't remember what it's called, but like there's lots of studies that have been done about it, and like, you know, it's shaky at best, like to purposefully, like, you know, separate groups like that, especially when it's like the way that you're going to survive this for real would be to actually work together, like not make it a competition.
You do it. Okay, you split it into colors. That's how you make a town. But I wouldn't take advice from us, because we ran a town
Yeah,
to the ground.
they didn't.
Yesterday, Jonathan told us about this really old book.
I read like a passage from it out loud. I think it was an incantation. I know I shouldn't have, but the town might be cursed now. But Jimmy, you're green. Alex, gonna be blue.
So in order to make it work, we had to split you guys up into 4 different districts.
I mean, I know it's counterintuitive, but the town, it's got to be districtized. Because
Honestly, the best way to, if you're gonna have to district it up, like the best way to do it is literally have them stand and go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, so it's even and like actually random and not like randomly, like not have those 4 select who's gonna be in each crew. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like
that's straight from the guys who killed the town, made the town die. It's gonna die otherwise.
I think I did a good job at picking the teams. People seem to like each other. They get along.
Where's Jimmy? I don't know how to
Jimmy?
Okay, everyone, don't panic. We've lost Jimmy. The youngest is missing.
oh.
Was this not awkward to film? You track down this 8-year-old somewhere randomly in the camp. It's just you and him, and you're just silently filming him cry. What are you, monsters?
Yeah, right?
That's great. Nice,
Oh,
Jimmy.
no.
Just give me more of that. Just keep thinking about how you have literally no escape.
Poor Jimmy.
Somebody has graffitied with the chalk all over. Gonna find out who did this.
If only they would have left some sort of clue.
Pioneers, gather up!
And the bell's ringing and ringing. And I seen John up there ringing it. I was like, I wonder what that's for.
What is that for? You know, because Jay Carson's ringing that bell quite liberally, and it's not generally good plans he's got for us. So, you know, I'm really wondering what that's for.
Pioneer living is tough, isn't it?
Yes.
Who thinks this has been totally chaotic?
Show of hands, who thinks any of this has been reasonable at all? Who thinks this is totally out of line?
Jimmy, you're a little quiet over here. How's this on you? You're only 8 years old. Are you missing your parents?
Must be hard seeing as I
Oh
dropped
my
you off
God,
this barren
the
landscape.
worst.
You miss your mommy and daddy?
You miss your
Why'd
mommy?
you speak up. What are you so
Oh
quiet
my God,
for?
he's terrible.
Small infant in the back? You're looking like easy prey as far as I see it.
There was another 8-year-old too. It's like he's like younger than the other 8-year-olds, but like there's at least one more. We saw that girl, that 8-year-old girl. So I'm just like, there's at least 2. So I think that they must be like picking on Jimmy because he's the one who's emoting more. He's the one who's shown more dissatisfaction. So they're gonna like really point out him as like the, I don't know, like the producers in these reality TV shows are actual monsters, I think.
Well, maybe it's time to get a little bit more organized. How does that sound?
Yeah, yes, please. Yes, that's what I want. That is what I want. That's what I want.
This board lays out all the jobs that need to be done to make this town run.
Okay, that's not really what I was thinking.
You have upper class as a job? Did you see that? Upper class was a job. Oh my God. Play.
Organized. I was thinking like a supply chain of food and dairy that comes like once a week, maybe.
Yeah.
Cooking, cleaning, even running stores. That's right.
Running stores!
Woo woo! Retail! Yeah!
You guys are going to be managing stores in Bonanza City filled with cool stuff. You'll even run a soda saloon where root beer costs a nickel. How does that sound?
Fuck yeah! Root beer! Yeah! Can we get water first?
Yeah,
though?
water would
As
be
you can see
better.
on the board, starting right now, you get paid for doing your jobs. We're going to figure out who does what fairly. In true Wild West fashion, we're going to have a showdown.
That's right. You kids are gonna fight to the death for your fixed spot in the hierarchy of this child-backed feudal economy.
Right?
Woo! All right, Jimmy, you better work the hardest out of anyone here. You got the most of your life to live out in this system. You're only 8 years old. See? That's you all the way down there.
Damned.
Better hope you can scrounge up enough corn to pay the cooking class their wage. Okay? That's me up there. It's the king, Jay Karsh. it works out pretty good in the end there. It's an elegant little system. So yeah, he makes the teams compete for their place in the social structure here, literally. Which is amazing considering the kids who get in the laborer class clearly have shown themselves here to be the least able to do labor. So that's a bit of a cruel trick.
That's kind of funny though.
And you want a reward for the entire town. The reward is going to be a choice.
Christ's sakes. You're going to make them pay. All right. What do we got?
Outhouses. 7 more of them. That's right. From 1 to 8.
From 1 to 8? You've only given 1 outhouse this whole time? Wait, are you serious?
Wow.
Seriously? I mean, I know it's reality TV, but we've established this one's a little different. Are you telling me they've actually had all the kids be using 1 outhouse? Oh my God, dude. You know what I mean? Sometimes you meet a guy, you fucking...
Yeah?
So which reward will you choose? 7 more outhouses or this? A TV!
Sanitary conditions, Bugs Bunny, no gangrene.
Do they have like how much electricity do they have to run the TV? Like,
Young Sheldon.
oh my God.
Council, you guys run this town. It's really up to you. So take a walk, talk, and figure this out.
If we have a TV, when are they going to have time to actually watch the TV? It's great. And we need more outhouses.
But also, you look at the fact, the TV, like, people just something to do.
I've heard like they're planning a coup. Okay, they're coming for us. At least when SpongeBob, Squidward are on the screen, okay, dancing around, it's gonna distract them. We don't have to get drawn and quartered, hung publicly in the square.
We made a quick decision that you guys are gonna have outhouses.
We don't want any more diseases from the toilet. Yeah, we want the toilets.
I might leave. Why? Jimmy, why would you want to go home right now? I just miss my family, that's it. Same here. Yeah, you do need to stay.
You keep your pointy finger away from my little Jimmy. Don't poke my Jimmy like that. You understand?
You need to stay. If I'm in this mess, you gotta be in this mess.
You poked him again. Don't poke my Jimmy like that.
Let's go, Pioneer!
Oh my God. He is so insufferably smug, that guy.
And welcome to the very first Bonanza City Town Hall meeting.
Ugh.
Just so you know, this is the first
Jump
time
off a
the
cliff.
kids can elect to leave. So they were stuck here until this part. This is it. This is
Speaking of Lord of the Flies, you know.
the first time. They had to go through all of that before they're allowed to leave.
Oh gosh, I hope everyone's gonna be nice to each other. No yelling. And
See, there's the 8.
Hope nobody brings out a bone club they picked from a wildebeest out in the desert, starts brandishing it, beating down the other kids. Hope that doesn't happen.
Now, I know this has been an emotional few days, and a lot of you miss your folks. I'm going to ask this question in every town meeting. Does anybody want to go home?
Anybody here want to look like a little bitch?
Taylor, you were pretty homesick. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, Taylor, remember that thing you told me in confidence that I'm now revealing in front of all your peer group? How about now? How's it going now? You still feeling like a big loser, baby? Wants to go home?
Does anyone else here want to go home?
That was the energy I got from that.
That was great.
Jimmy, why do you want to go home?
Because this place effing sucks. It's terrible. And you lied. Almost certainly they lied to get these kids here. Like, the one kid was like, I thought they would be adults. Like,
I'm really homesick. I think I'm way too young for this.
He's like the only person with a rational sense
Yeah.
of anything here. I am way too young for this, Jonathan.
Do you want to leave this entire experience and go back home?
yes.
You want to look at these 4 hellish walls and tell me you want to walk back home and eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich made by your mom? That's really what you want to do, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
Good for him.
I'm done. I'm good.
Cheers to
Bye.
Jimmy.
Bye. I'm Jimmy. Bye. I'm Jimmy. Bye.
We'll call your parents. We'll take you home. And this is the end of your...
Life. Only the strong survive. No one leaves Kid Nation unless they make it through Kid Nation.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Can't you lie to Jimmy?
Bye, Jimmy.
I guess he was just way too homesick and just needed to go home.
Now, one last piece of business before we close, and I think you guys are going to like this. Take a look at this, you guys.
Oh, God.
What the hell? Okay, now he brings it up like the literal second Jimmy leaves. He's like, all right, now that loser's gone, who wants to win $20,000? Jimmy was robbed. I'm just going to say it. Jimmy was robbed here.
The person we felt who worked the hardest this entire time that they've been here is Sophia.
Who?
So Sophia wins it, and then they allow her to go to the one phone in the facility that they've been locking off from everyone. She's able to contact her mother for help. I got the mom's just on the other end, probably like,
Do they get to keep, or like, okay, I'm a little bit confused, I guess, about how this like sheriff star thing works. Do you keep it for this part of the week, and then do you have to give it back, and like, or does every like kid who wins it win $20,000? I definitely thought it was like it was like a trophy essentially, like it would get passed around, and then like whoever won it at the end is the one who won it.
that's great, sweetie. What do you mean? I thought the desert, rattlesnakes. What do you mean, feudalism? Honey, where are you? Honey, where are you? Can you see an intersection? What's the nearest street sign? Honey!
All right.
In short, this
Wow.
has been probably illegal, definitely unethical. I give it 5 stars, worth $20,000 each.
Wow.
Next time on Jontron, find out the thrilling conclusion to the Kid Nation saga as John dives headfirst into an interview with Jimmy, 8, from New Hampshire. Though he's not 8 anymore, at least I think. Kid Nation hit quite a long time ago now, so I doubt he's still 8. But you'll have to tune in next time to find out.
Did you have any concept at that age of like, oh, it's reality TV, but it's probably not going to be like totally real?
Okay. All right, that sounds cool. I'll make sure I watch the interview. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'd heard of that show, but definitely not in any kind of like meaningful way. Like I vaguely, oh God, 2007. What was I even? 2007. What was I even doing in 2007? How old was I in 2007? It was probably my like sophomore year. So when I was 16, what was I doing? Not watching Kid Nation. You know what? Ooh, I bet like I saw something on like at the TV at the gym or something. That would track. Like, and then I would have just have ignored it, obviously, and like passed on and watched something else because I wasn't really watching that kind of thing. But I bet that's where I saw things about it. Was probably at the gym. I was like, what? I don't even know. 16. I don't know. I was busy failing chemistry and doing plays. Like, oh my God. All right. Well, I cannot believe that that was allowed. Yeah. Like you said, that seems like it must have been very illegal. Or at least, like, it's at the very least unethical. There had to have been some lies that went on, from the producers to like the parents of those kids. Like some of the, like, I'm sure that was like billed as sort of like a rustic camping experience, but like, you know, with the assumption that there would be like counselors. Like that seems to me what they would have had to have sold it as, we'll spend, it's like a summer camp. We're spending a month, a little over a month in this like old pioneer town. It's like rustic. We're going to learn how to cook, and, it was probably billed as something like that, but like with the assumption that there would be counselors there. And that's not even something that you would necessarily think to ask. Like, will there be adults? Because obviously there will be adults. And obviously there were, like, you have the camera people who are around, and like you definitely have like, and the camera crews have to eat. So you've got like, they've probably got trailers and stuff that they're allowed, that they're in, that they're sleeping in. Like the camera crews of these things never are sleeping in the same conditions as the contestants are. They've got like bivouacs and things, that they've got all the creature comforts, and hour like shifts. It's, wow, I cannot believe that this, okay. Well, I wish that I knew a little bit more about it. Like the actual history of it, and like I might have to look it up. Like, what was the fallout of this show? But yeah, I think next time I will be looking at Jimmy Tells All, because I want to know what this was actually like on the ground. How much of like what was fixed with editing magic to like what was the narrative that was changed. I'm curious. So if you want to find out, make sure you join me next time. The best way to do that would be to subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when the video is released. You could also join the Discord. That is in the link below. Again, a great community. And, if you turn on the notifications there, you'll also get those notifications when we post new videos for any of our channels. If you can give this video a big thumbs up, we appreciate that a lot. That's also a really good way to let us know that you like what we're producing, and then we can continue, making stuff like this. You can also let us know in the comments below what you would like us to react to. The other way you can do that is, of course, Discord, or you could become a patron. You get a little bit, just like, we'll sometimes do those videos first. If the patrons have requested it, we'll react to those first. You also get to participate in polls. You get to like get some content early, all sorts of fun stuff. Why not? It's fun. So anyway, thank you again for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.